Very good evening from the Bursamunda International Hockey Stadium in Rourkela. We've got match number 11 and match number 12 coming your way in the Hero Hockey India League 2024-2025. I'm Ashley Morrison, and alongside me in commentary again tonight will be Sandeep Somesh, and this is a vital match for both teams. Crowds still making their way to the stadium. We thought there might be a few more people in for this one because it is the Kalinga Lancers, the local team, taking on Surma.
Good evening, everyone. First match of the day, Kalinga Lancers versus the Surma Hockey Club. We've got the on-field umpires and both the captains here, and we're ready for the toss.
We'll go for the 10, €1.
We saw the ball.
All right. So Surma have won the toss and they will start the play.
And the umpires for this match are Shakul Ahmed and Kun van Bunga from the Netherlands. And our video umpire is Deepak Joshi from India. Not a bad crowd in, and it's a lot warmer tonight, as you can see. There's not so many beanies. Now the players make their way out, led out by Harmanpreet and Aaron Zalewski. Vital match for these two teams if they want to climb up the ladder. It's pretty close apart from the top team, and that is the Tigers on 9 points at the moment. Well, Harmanpreet leads his troops through now. Smile on his face. I think he was just saying, I'm going to beat you today. A little bit of banter as he goes through, and that's what you want to see. We'll have to wait and see, but again, good to see so many youngsters here supporting their team. Looking at the Lancers lineup, Krishnan Patak, the Indian goalkeeper, will start in goal. Alexander Hendricks in defence with Van Doren. I'm sure Van Doren will sit in the middle. Sanjay will be looking to overlap. Dilpreet has been crucial in the midfield. Gonzalez has been lively. Thierry Brinkman up front is looking for his first goal. And Gursabajit again has been causing problems in the forward line as they listen to Aaron Zalewski one last time.
The Surma Hockey Club starts with Vincent Vanash, Nicholas, Harmanpreet, Jeremy Hayward and Sukhwinder bringing up the back. Harjit Singh, look out for him, playing the centre. Phil Rooper, Vivek Sagar Prasad. And coming off the bench, you have some interesting talent.
Just waiting for the countdown. Here it comes.
9, 8, 7,
6,
5, 4, 3, 2,
1, let's play.
So Aaron Zalewski says let's play, but it's Surma in the white that get us underway. Ball goes straight back to Jeremy Hayward. Goes square to his good friend and captain Harmanpreet, former teammates at Darbhang Mumbai. Surma throwing it forward. It's brought down well on the far side. Into the circle it goes, a good ricochet. Out comes Patak, and that was a very important save from him.
I just thought we were beating the 23-second fastest goal, Ashley, on that.
You know what, I was thinking exactly the same. I thought, surely not, Roper can't beat the record from last night. Oh, it was a good clearance, but it's still back with Sanjay as he drives towards the circle. Offloads, it's a good pass to Gonzalez, and it's a penalty corner straight away to the Kalinga Lancers.
And that's the first penalty corner.
Hendricks lining up, Sanjay alongside him. 22% the conversion rate. We have Kalinga Lancers with 2 from 10, so they're at 20% coming into today. They go to Alexander Hendricks, he flicks, oh, that's a painful blow. Straight into the first runner who's gone down and is in an immense amount of pain.
Yeah, that is nasty. I mean, full marks to all these chargers who are doing the first running coming off the goal line.
It's Vivek Prasad who's down, and hopefully he will be helped up. Antoine Kina having a chat with Valentin Altenberg. I'm pleased to say he is going to hobble, or rather hop, and Gonzalez has started this game superbly. The Spaniard turned over and it's gone to Gonzalez. Into the circle, he releases it to Brinkman. Brinkman, can he get it past him? It's going to go in! And whether Gonzalez got a touch or not, I'm not sure. I think he did, but Thierry Brinkman joins the celebrations.
I do think that goal will be credited to Gonzalez. Again, not letting off the pressure, the Kalinga Lancers. A little bit of sloppy defense, I would say, from the Surma Hockey Club. Lost the ball, and when you lose a ball with a player with Gonzalez lurking around, you are going to pay for it.
No, Gonzalez let it run for Brinkman. So very sporting. He set it up for Thierry Brinkman, and Thierry Brinkman will be the goal scorer. And look at the reaction on the side. Great ball forward. That's a really good one to Gurjan. Gurjan into the circle he goes. A penalty corner won by him. Great work. Surma have their first penalty corner. There's talk about referring it. Hendricks wants to. Aaron Zalewski says no. 5.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Goes to Harmanpreet again. It's not the great trap at the top of the circle. He's done well on his own. Sharp save by Patak, and then he kicks it clear. Well played, Krishnan Patak.
Yeah, Harmanpreet doing well, though the ball wasn't stopped well. Did well to take a try on goal, and Patak up to the task.
But it's still with Surma as they look to try and find a way through a resolute Lancers defence at the moment. Thrown to the air, brought down by the corner flag. I think that was Vivek Prasad back out there. It is indeed. Just checking that one. And brought down inside the circle. Whoa! Well, he's touched the ball. I suppose the player wasn't 5 meters when he touched the ball, and he didn't retire, and then he came in and did. So that's why I think that's a penalty corner. So penalty corner number 3 for Surma. Harmanpreet with Jeremy Hayward alongside him. Harmanpreet just shifts slightly to the left. It goes to Hayward this time. He flicks. Saved by Patak, but it's dribbled in. Well, was it tapped in by the injector? I'm not sure. It might have been. But the most important thing is it's a goal for Surma. They're back on level terms.
Yeah, with less than 5 minutes to go. A good time to score. This time going to Hayward. Came off the stick of the pole man. Did well to get a stick to it, but couldn't keep it off the goal.
So Hayward's goal definitely there, and their conversion rate improves with that goal. Comes back to Hayward again. Haji is wide on the baseline. Thought about the aerial pass, changed his mind. Into the circle it goes though. Good strong defence from Alexander Hendricks. Well positioned. Now Antoine Kina, a little bit of space for him. Running out of time if they want to get a attacking move going. Just 8 seconds remaining. Brinkman receives it wide on the right. Looks to cut infields, then turns back. Feeds it through. Gasabaji, he's done really well with 1 second left. Found the foot, and it's the Kalinga Lancers who have their 3rd penalty corner.
And guess what? The hooter has just gone. Couldn't be a better time to get into the lead.
Well, can they take the lead? This was brilliant play by Gasabaji. There was nothing on for him. All he could do was play it into the leg. It feels that it was high, but Kunvan Bunga was ideally placed to judge that one.
I thought he did very well. The ball was eluding him, just stretched to stick out and finding the foot for the penalty corner.
Antoine Kina goes to the baseline. Nice wry smile on the face of Valentin Altenberg. Hendricks again lines up with Sanjay alongside him. Looking to beat Van Asch. They go to Sanjay. Oh, they've done it! An emphatic flick from the top of the circle, and Kalinga Lancers will go into the first break with the lead.
How good a flick was that from Sanjay? Brilliant execution. Perfect injection and a perfect goal.
That is just what they would have wanted, and Altenberg and those fans very, very happy. Here is a replay.
Great timing, and it has to be special to beat that goalkeeper.
So as we head into the first break, we can look at the stats. and 2 shots to 0 for Surma. Not quite sure how that could be when they've scored a goal, but anyway, 8 circle penetrations to 3. Score is 2-1 in favour of Kalinga Lancers against Surma. Welcome back. The second quarter about to get underway. The Kalinga Lancers scoring in the last second of that first quarter. So Surma have to come back from behind once again. Well, this looks as if it is going to be a cracking game. I've been really enjoying the first quarter.
Yes, it has been fast, it has been good, but I just thought the Lancers were a wee bit better, and the scoreline shows that.
And they've had more circle penetrations, as we saw from the stats. That was Angad Singh. Dilpreet who brought the ball down.
Angad Singh was removed from a hockey academy in Punjab, saying that he wasn't good enough. Made his efforts to come back, and look where he has reached now.
Now, I was reading that he practiced on his own for ages to be accepted. So again, congratulations to him, that determination.
I think he's scored 6 or 7 goals in the Junior Asia Cup recently.
And then Alpinder Singh, I think, was the coach that really he credits with helping him. Goes wide from Keenar now. Help forward. Little turn from the man we're talking about, Angad Singh. And he's won a penalty corner for his side. Kalinga, this is their 4th.
Great skills shown by Angad Singh. Received the ball on top of the striking circle, just going into the D. Doing well, pulling it back, knew exactly what he wanted to do. Surrounded by 3 players, found the foot, and a penalty corner.
Valentin Altenberg watching on, he's watching on the big screen. And Sanjay and Alexander Hendricks are at the top of the circle again. Will they go with Sanjay again? It's trapped, Hendricks, just wide. I was just looking, if you look at their setup for penalty corners, it is actually the Belgium lineup. You're Keener, Van Doren, Hendricks.
Yeah, just going a little wide.
So make sure you get your cup of tea, get comfortable. Saved by Krishnan Pathak, cleared to the top of the circle, and desperation gets it out of the 23. Now it's with Harmanpreet. He looks to slide it. Beautiful pass. Shot on the turn was not bad that time from Rajba. Pawan Rajba turned on it well. Maybe slipped a little bit and had to hit it off one knee. Thrown over the top, and that will get all the way through. It's a really good ball for Bandarak. Bandarak tried to chip it past Van Ash. He's still got the ball. Van Ash plays it, slips it towards goal. Well, was that going in? And I think they might refer that, because if that hit the body, well, no, he wanted the referral, but they played on too quickly. Keenar plays it in, and then it's hit the foot of the Kalinga player.
I just thought Bandarak got caught in 2 minds on what to do at approaching Vincent Van Ash in the goal. Look at that aerial ball for a pass, totally unmapped, acres of space, and that's when he wasn't sure what he wanted to do, just trying to lay it across and beat Van Ash while he was standing.
No, it was all sticks, so it was a good job they didn't refer that. And again, just the self-pass, then inviting pretty much Gonzalez to come towards him before he played it forward. Roper goes back. Harmanpreet will take the free hit. He has. Slaps towards goal. 2 players on that line, but just caught the foot. So it's brought Surma a little bit closer to the goal. Vivek Prasad plays on. Gets another free hit right at the apex of the circle. Well, I think Harmanpreet wants to refer this one.
5 meter, can you check please?
Okay, I'll check and get back to you.
2, 3, 4. I think he is 5 meters.
Yeah, it's 5 meters from the spot from where you start to where the defender is. Look, 5 meters to me.
Well, Vivek Prasad, I know he's a shorter man than Harmanpreet, but he did make 5 strides before he played the ball onto the foot of Antoine Keena.
Yeah, and interestingly, Vivek didn't ask for it. It was Harman who came from behind and said, it's 5 meters.
Sakil, there is no clear reason the defender was 5 meter. You may start with a free hit out and they lose their referral.
Okay. Okay.
So Surma lose their referral, and it will be a free out to Kalinga, although they're still saying they want the free hit.
I just think it's a great defensive structure by the Lancers.
It's thrown high and again gone over the top of the man in the forward pocket.
I just thought it was a beautiful combination of zonal marking and man-to-man marking. The first 3 defenders taking their zone.
And it was a willing effort from Sunit Lakra. And I don't know if you saw the stat just pop up on the screen. 12 circle penetrations to 6, so the Lancers well on top at the moment. As Keenar comes forward, skips past the first challenge into the circle. The crowd really enjoyed that run. Played towards the goal, and unfortunately no one on that line for the Lancers.
Went straight to the heart of the defense, didn't he?
Well, there you go. Into final 4.5 minutes of the first half. Lancers with a 1-goal lead at the moment, leading 2-1. They were 1-0 up. Good pass forward from Harmanpreet into the circle. That's a lovely pass, and that's an even better tackle inside the circle.
Yeah, very close on his man was he, the defender, ensuring didn't give him enough time before he could make contact with the ball. They picked it up.
Again, Surma just slowing things down. Harmanpreet on halfway. Goes to Hayward on the right. He flicks it high. That's going to be way too long.
The Lancers playing with a very back defense at the moment with less than 4 minutes to go.
I think it was Sanjay that made that brilliant tackle inside the circle, so he's doing good work in attack and going forward, and in defence rather. Brinkman gets the decision there. Gonzalez into the circle, and Gonzalez is the player penalised.
Yeah, that was a good call by the umpire. Gonzalez trying to weave his way into the D.
Lifted into the midfield, played square by Harjit. Hendricks. And a clumsy challenge that time coming from Gurjant. He's now rushing back to get behind the ball as Bobby Singh Dami plays it at the baseline. Gusabajit gets, it's Angad Singh rather, looking to feed it across, and Roshan Kuja managed to get there in the end, got it inside the circle, and was that a bump? No, it wasn't on Bobby Singh Dami.
Yeah, Bobby Singh Dami seemed to be moving backward into the defender. Yeah, he's moving back into the defender, and Harmanpreet just stood tall, let him run into him, and won the ball.
Players are not allowed to reverse into a defender or at any point in the pitch. Well, again, you're allowed to intercept, we've been told, is how the interpretation is. And clearly there's some confusion because the player came across, intercepted cleanly.
Yeah, that's what I also understood, actually, but the umpire saw it differently.
And I think that's what the query is about from Mandeep Moore, because that was the instruction. But anyway, Surma have a fourth penalty corner, and Krishnan Pathak is going to have to be at his best. Harmanpreet and Hayward again line up. Harmanpreet at the first battery, Hayward at the second. Can they get a leveler before half time? Goes to Harmanpreet into the first runner. The rebound is picked up though. Shot comes in, Vivek Prasad, saved by Patak. Brilliant save. I think that was Van Doren, was it, behind Patak. What an outstanding save. Still alive though for Surma. In the circle it goes, try to play it through the legs. Up it goes, Patak with the save.
Goalkeeping at its best from Patak. From the drag trick, from the try again.
Poncelet banging that one into the circle with desperate defence. And the whistle goes and Kalinga Lancers can breathe a sigh of relief.
Full marks to Patak. He's been really outstanding. Jumping up in the air to palm it away.
That was the shot from Vivek Prasad. Look at this from Van Doren. Absolutely brilliant to deny Poncelet.
Yeah, great presence of mind, great vision. Van Doren doing very well to ensure they stay with the lead.
And they got 26 seconds left in the first half. Comes to the captain, Zalewski. And if they hang on, you'd almost say Van Doren's save could be a man of the match award-winning save. But they've lost possession here. Well, was the stick thrown or just knocked out? I think the umpire said it was knocked out of the hand because you don't want to see any sticks being thrown. And the hooter goes, and that is the end of the first half and the second quarter. And Surma, well, they got back in the first quarter, but it was indeed, in the end, the Kalinga Lancers who snuck a goal right at the end of that first quarter. No goals in the second quarter as we look at the stats, but look at that, 16 circle penetrations to 7, 4 shots to 2. Score at half-time, Vedanta Kalinga Lancers 2, Surma Hockey Club 1. Well, the crowd counting down for the start of the second half. The whistle goes and Kalinga get us underway. Thrown out to the right-hand side. Can just say we've checked on that umpiring rule and it was the player was under the ball, therefore the defender could not come in the 5 metres. Had to give them that until they touched the ball. If he'd intercepted outside the 5 metres, that would have been okay. And you think most of these teams are just going to get better as the tournament goes because they're going to start understanding each other's styles of play. Harmanpreet intercepted there. Zalewski just never got to the ball. There was a little push in the back. Harmanpreet wants the free hit, but everyone's playing on around him, especially his teammate Pawan Rajbhat. Played towards the circle. It'll be a free hit to Surma. Harman jogs across. He wants the ball, but Vivek Prasad is there, but then the big man says, it's mine. To deflect inside the circle. Good defence again coming from the Kalinga Lancers, played back by Ravichandra. And unfortunately, Gonzalez let that one run. Harmanpreet, as we see players on the bench, the Surma bench, watching on anxiously. They've got to believe that when they come on, they can make a difference and turn this game. Harmanpreet to Roper. Vivek Prasad back to Harmanpreet.
Vivek Prasad, they say, was more interested in playing badminton and chess.
We just had the Chess World Championships, didn't we?
Yeah, and the Indian won that.
I thought you'd like to announce that one. Vivek Prasad thrown forward. It's a good ball to find Keenan. Keenan finds the foot, penalty corner, Surma.
Yeah, very easily done. Keenan receiving that aerial ball in the D. Didn't do anything fancy. He was in a position where he couldn't do much, but kept his composure and just finding the foot. Well, your defenders have to be low down, and he was standing upright. He has to be low down with the stick flat on the ground. That didn't happen, and that's why he found the foot.
Chanwa, yeah, he couldn't get his foot out of the way there. So Harmanpreet is now at the second battery, and we've got Nicholas Della Torre at the first. They go to Della Torre, and he gets one for them! He has pulled them on level terms, and that is what Surma wanted, and he gets a hug from Harmanpreet. They've converted the penalty corner as you wanted, Sandeep.
Yeah, penalty corner is such a crucial goal-scoring weapon, actually, and if you don't get that right, then invariably you end up on the losing side. But how was this for an execution? Beautifully done. A perfect injection, and to the top left corner. The pole man just taking a little bit of evasive action. And how's that for a celebration? The smile on Harman's face shows a sigh of relief.
Antoine Keena into the circle, strong defence again. Harmanpreet collects, and just being told off there. There's confirmation of Angarbir Singh's green card. I always feel in hockey, you know, they used to have the duck when a cricketer was out for a duck. I think we need some sort of person to run across the screen when we have it here, when they're on the side. There's Vivek Prasad with his card as well. Don't you think? Like something just that says they've been naughty.
Yeah, that would be interesting. Will bring a smile on the face of all the viewers at least.
And this is good from Kalinga, trying to get in around the back, but just thwarted Sanjay again, trying to find a way through, restore the lead for the Lancers, but Surma have done well, but this is a good steal in the midfield. Antoine Keena going himself, feeds it forward. Zalewski got stuck under his feet. Keena has gone to the umpire.
So they're asking, there is a foot of the defender inside the circle.
As Keena comes in here, does it catch Sunit Lakra's foot? He was pretty sure it did.
It got Zalewski's foot for sure, but we'll have to see what happened at the top of the circle.
Well, the interesting thing, Keena makes a run straight away, so he is adamant that that has hit the foot of Sunit Lakra at the top, but it's very hard to see. Ooh, I think it did.
Yeah, the left foot. I think it just clipped the left foot. That's a good referral, and I think that should be a penalty corner.
The path of the ball just looks to change there, doesn't it? Looks as if it catches the top of the shoe.
Sakil, I have an advice for you. There is a foot of the defender inside the circle. You may award a penalty corner and they keep their referral.
The Kalinga Lancers keep their referral, but more importantly, they win a penalty corner. Their fifth of the game.
He was coming up from behind, so he had a clear look at that second. That's why he asked for the referral. He straight away ran to the umpire for the referral.
So Hendricks and Sanjay again line up. Keena to inject. Can the Lancers take the lead for the third time in the match? Van der Rak was stopped for Sanjay, Van Doren for Hendricks. Van Ash smashing his stick against the crossbar. It's ricocheted off the pads and, well, Antoine Keena, great shot, but Van Ash recovered well to play it out off his pads.
Van Ash, brilliant in the goal. The first save of the drag flick, and then on the rebound, brilliant goalkeeping.
Well, the long corner wasted by the Lancers, and so possession back with Surma. 5 minutes of the third quarter, fast approaching. Thrown forward, Harjeet brings it down. Gurjan, good block. Good work being done by Mandeep Moore. Van Doren, self passes, throws it high to Zalewski. And And because he was under the ball, Vivek Prasad waited to go into that space. The 5 meters, as soon as he touched it, he can move in there. A little bit of a shove in the back there. Sabajit was the player who's then turned and run into the circle. Van Doren thought about going square to Hendricks. He will at the second attempt. In fact, he goes further out onto the right-hand side. Infield it comes now. Hendricks will eventually get it. Dilpreet gets the free hit just outside the 5 meters. Zalewski out wide, cutting in but coming back as well. Hendricks pushes to the edge of the circle. Control, back to Hendricks, but couldn't find a way into the circle. It's thrown wide now. Missed though. Brinkman will get the ball under control for Kalinga. Just didn't manage to get that one, Mandeep Moore. He's got it now, and over the baseline it goes off the stick of Gurjan.
Once again, great patience from the Lancers. Not trying to force anything.
Oh, stolen away here again into the circle. Great driving run, lifts it up. Van Ash saves. Well, should he have just played it back across the face of goal?
Yeah, I thought so too. He had the option of playing it across Van Ash for the player position on the second pole.
I think it was Sabajit that was free at the back post. He's there, didn't get it a touch. Yes, he did! Sabajit got the faintest of touches to beat Van Ash, and the Lancers have taken the lead. Of course, Sorma do not have a referral. They do not have a referral left. Well, that looked like a touch to me. This is an umpire's referral. We should just clarify that. We think he gets a touch.
I have an advice for you. The ball didn't hit the attacker's stick. You may restart with a corner because the ball hit the defender's stick.
Okay. Mooi dat je het doet, hè? Goed. Thank you.
So it's a long corner, no goal. Still just over 2 minutes left in this third quarter. Harmanpreet over the ball again. Thierry Brinkman straight ahead of him. Hendricks gets the touch and kept in play brilliantly by Surma. Chance will come now, a little bump there. Is it a penalty corner? No, says the umpire, played on. Surma don't have a referral. They've all gone to the umpire. Kun van Bunga just fell over. Thierry Brinkman breaks forward. This is danger now. Across the face of goal, back to Brinkman. And it's going to be a free out. And in fact, Brinkman wants a referral now.
That was a 3 versus 2 situation. Attack versus defense. Kalinga Lancers just could not make that count.
And here they come again through Antoine Kina out wide, but this time goes underneath the stick of Brinkman, who's livid. And 6 shots to 3 in favour of the Lancers. Stolen again, great work. And it's Gonzalez again. Gonzalez into the side netting it goes. But it was really good work being done again by Dilpreet. Stolen again by Sanjay. Leaves the free hit for Van Doren.
There's the try. Just well covered by Van Ash though.
Here come Kalinga again, left the ball behind. Surma say thank you very much and only clear it just outside the 23. Kalinga, can they get another goal late in the third quarter? Across the face of goal, but Brinkman unfortunately was just waiting a little bit deeper.
Yeah, player position on the second pole would have had a chance.
Look at that crowd now. There weren't that many in here when it started, but boy, is it pretty full now. Hendricks brings the ball down, helps it forward. They're going to have to hurry. Kina slips it wide now. Mandeep Moore. Into the circle it goes. Thierry Brinkman. Good pass, finds Gonzalez. Gonzalez. And it's going to be a free out to Surma, and that will be the end of a scintillating third quarter. Wow, We had everything in there. Goals disallowed, cards handed out, but unfortunately, only the one goal scored, and that is for Surma, which they'll be very pleased about because it's pulled them level. 2-2 in goals, 6 shots to 2, but look at the circle penetrations for the Lancers. Score at the final break, Vedanta Kalinga Lancers 2, Surma 2. Final quarter about to get underway. Surma 2, Kalinga Lancers 2. Who will come out on top? We might go to a shootout, but both these teams, you feel, are at the bottom of the ladder. They want to win, and I think they're going to both go for a win, Sandeep.
And I'll tell you what, Ashley, if the Lancers score, this crowd is going to erupt.
It's like suddenly you just blinked and all these people appeared. It's incredible. Harmanpreet watching from the side. He looks frustrated, but he also looks like a man who's given everything tonight. Zalewski, his opposite number, goes back to Arthur Van Doren. The deflection comes off the stick of Keenan, but it's brought under control and then played back to Keenan, the Argentinian. Infield he goes. Oh, lovely little pass, feeding that one through to Harjit. That was good play by Poncelet. Lovely pass inside the circle, shot on the turn from Gurjan, but it was a long way to the right of the goal.
Yeah, great presence of mind in the D on the aerial ball. It's such a challenge to intercept and defend the aerial ball thrown into the D.
Lovely pass, spin, and the shot will be there. Saved by Van Asch, and then carried out of defence in the end by De La Torre. He's lost it though, and they're still trying to get it out of the circle, Surma.
Yeah, Van Asch standing tall yet again. Great play into the D, a great spin around. It was a little close to his feet, but did well to bring off the try on goal.
Poncelet gets to the baseline, still has the ball, trying to get inside the circle, lifted it up into the legs that time of Mandeep Moore. Penalty corner number 6 for Surma.
Deflected off the player's stick and going into Mandeep Moore.
De La Torre, again, who scored the last goal, is at the first battery. Harmanpreet at the second. Will they stick with De La Torre, or will they go to the big man? They go to Harmanpreet, and he gets it this time and gives the Kabaddi high five. The captain steps up when his team needs him.
Come at the man. Harmanpreet will be very, very relieved with that. And that should give him a lot of confidence going forward. Not that he needed any, but yes, under the circumstances in this tournament, now we see it. Gave it its all, just bracing Sanjay's stick and into the goal. Couldn't keep that out.
Well, that meant a lot to the captain.
I'm not sure it's happened previously or in any league, but yes, that is a great thing to do.
Well, it happens in football and rugby as Keena goes into the circle. Now listen to the crowd, it's there! They've done it! And it is Gasabaji, who was denied earlier, who gets the goal this time. So we're all level at 3 apiece.
And just listen to the crowd. Are they not enjoying this? Brilliant piece of play.
Antoine Keena with a really good run, setting up Gasabaji.
Gasabaji doing extremely well. First touch to control it.
What a crowd.
Worthy of a final, I would say, Ashley. This is end-to-end stuff. Just what the crowd want, just what the spectators want, and just what we want.
The big question is there going to be a winner in normal time? Well, we'll have to wait and see. Here comes Surma again, across the face of goal, they've got another one! Coming in at the back post, a brilliant touch! Well, what a touch that was.
And it silenced the crowd. totally. Pathak did not have that cover, trying to go across a bit too late, and an unmarked play on the far post.
So Harish with the goal, his first of the tournament, and it is Surma who retake the lead, 4-3.
Tell you what, don't go anywhere. Sit tight. I just get the feeling we have more goals coming in the last 8 minutes of this game.
Well, that's 3 in 3 minutes. Can you believe it? Well, as soon as that ball was played across, Harish was determined he was going to get on the end of it.
Yeah, Harish Budkar, this young lad from Bangalore, is giving a good account of himself.
Five, isn't he, I think, Mutka? Is that still young? I suppose compared to us it is. Mandeep Moore now tries to drill it in, defended at the edge of the circle by Harmanpreet, kept alive by the Kalinga Lancers. Well, twice they had the lead, twice they were pegged back. They've pegged it back once after going behind. Here comes Gonzalez, good defence again, and off the foot it goes. It'll be a free out.
Yeah, good defensive work by the Surmas, and while we see that goal and the celebration, look at that for an expression. Is he happy or what?
Beautiful pictures of the celebration of a first goal. Tournament goals now up to 45 in the tournament. Poncelet. And this is the 11th match, so we're over 4 a match now. Vivek Prasad goes back to Harmanpreet. They'll slow things down now, although there's still 7 minutes to go. De La Torre jumps, brings it down. Can the foot just outside the circle.
Yeah, the Surma team have just come to life, have they not, Ashley, this last quarter.
De La Torre just moves back the 5 metres. Now he smashes it towards the deep. Defence by Hendricks is good. He finds Zalewski. Zalewski trying to cut infield, will get the free hit off the challenge from Poncelet. Zalewski looking to play on. Your own Bart looking up at the scoreboard just to see how long's left. Surely Kalinga can't find another one from somewhere, and we go to a shootout. This game has really had everything. Sanjay from the side now. Goes back once more. Van Doren feeds it to Alexander Hendricks. Mandeep Moore on the 23, just turns and goes. Pulls away from Keenan. Keenan will be penalised. Free hit to Kalinga. Mandeep Moore stopped in his tracks by Harmanpreet. Wanted a free hit. Umpire says no. Van Doren knocks it past one, and well, penalty corner, Kalinga.
Great presence of mind by Van Doren, just throwing it into space and following the ball and brought down outside the D. Penalty corner. Can they restore parity now?
Here was Van Doren just knocking it past and then blocked by Pawan Rajbhat.
Yeah, great presence of mind by Van Doren, just using the space behind the defender. An uncalled for tackle and a penalty corner.
Hendricks at the first battery, Sanjay at the second. Hendricks shifts slightly to the left. They go to Hendricks. He flicks. Banash saves. They don't get to the follow-up, and it's swept clear this time by Gurinder. Long corner though for Kalinga. Here they come again, and appeals for a penalty corner, won by Zalewski.
Yes, Zalewski bringing all his experience into play, knowing what needs to be done, receiving the ball inside the D, not doing anything fancy, finding the foot. Very composed and just earning his team a penalty corner.
I have to say, I wonder what Aaron Zalewski's dad, Wally, is going to do now that Aaron's retired, because he was somebody who was always supporting him, always watching him, and I'm sure he'll be watching him still playing his club hockey. Alexander Hendricks again lines up at the first battery. Sanjay at the second. Will they go to Sanjay again this time? They do. Sanjay, great block by the first runner, but Dilpreet bangs it towards goal, but it was deflected out for a long corner.
Fantastic hockey all round. A great try and a great save.
5 minutes remaining in this match 11 of the Hero Hockey India League. It's had everything. Zalewski gets past one, gets a free hit, so again just short of the circle. Kalinga knocking on the door. Vincent Van Ash not going to let them in. Gonzalez. Oh, it was so close to being in the path of Zalewski. And that's now possibly going to be a card. It is indeed. A green card. Is that Dilpreet, I think, who's got that?
Yeah, definitely a card there, bringing his body here. He was beaten, just bringing his body and then pleading with the umpire, but not to be.
Mandal goes back to Jeremy Hayward. Harmanpreet. Confirmation of that card. Shake of the head from Dilpreet. He knows that he shouldn't have done that. 2 minutes on the side when there's only 4 left. Makes it very hard for your team when you're chasing the game. Brilliantly brought down again on the arc of the circle. Oh, what a save from Patak. That time to deny Phil Roper.
And how good a try was that on the top of the D, not wasting time, letting fly, and Patak up to the task.
Oh, along the baseline, they look to lay it back. It's going to fall for Surma. It's gone in! Oh no, it's not. It hit the bar. Well, I thought that had looped in. How did that not go in? Roper denied again.
Crossbar, the savior this time around. And can the Lancers make something of this? First save from the goalkeeper and the upright.
Yeah, Roper hit the post before it went out of play. So it hit the crossbar, then the post. Wow, wow, wow. Gurjan hits the crossbar. Roper hits the post. Surma could have sealed the game then. Makes you think there might be an equaliser the way this is going. Zalewski now, a little bit of space on the left-hand side. Van Doren loses possession. Quite happy to just play that one back to Harmanpreet. He'll try and hold it in the corner. Closing in on him, Rabichandra. And Harmanpreet loses it out eventually. Time running out for Kalinga. Imagine the noise if they do equalise. Zalewski now into the circle. Is he brought down? Yes, he is. I think he's going to want a stroke. Well, are they going to refer it? They're thinking about Zalewski. They're determined to refer it.
Very deliberate. Body up.
Then let's listen now to the umpires.
Joshi bhai, can you hear me?
Yes, Sakil.
Kalinga team asking body obstruction inside the circle. Can you check please? Body play.
They are saying body play, intentional body play by the defender on the attacker. They want penalty stroke.
Yeah, Aaron Zalewski saying it's deliberately he's blocked. I think the defender knew what he was doing.
Yeah, the defender knew what he was doing. I don't think there's a deliberate block on that. And he's not in a goal scoring position as yet. So in my books, that should stay as a penalty corner.
I think the thing when you watch...
Sakil, I have an advice for you. That was a deliberate body play by the defender. You may award a penalty stroke and they keep their effort.
Thank you, Joshi bhai.
Well, there you go. It is a penalty stroke. And Kalinga have now got the chance to get an equaliser.
I just thought he was not in a scoring position as yet. Ashley still had a defender behind him and the goalkeeper, but the umpire saw it the other way.
When I watched that back, to me, I thought the initial challenge, but if you watch, Vivek Prasad then extended his arm, and I just wonder whether that's what Deepak Joshi saw as well. So Alexander Hendricks will go up against his international teammate, Vincent Van Asch. I wonder how many times they practiced these at training. Can he beat him? Van Asch walks off his line. A little bit of gamesmanship here. Hendricks picks the ball up. Smart move. If you're going to play games, I can play games too.
Yeah, and you might have scored n number of penalty strokes, but a new one, there is always pressure on you.
Oh yeah, a lot of pressure. Look at the crowd here, the roar if this goes in. Hendricks versus Van Asch to pull the Lancers level. The crowd find their voice. It will add to the pressure. Van Asch being told off now for banging the post with his stick. Hendricks has to replace the ball. He does it again. He does it again. And again. Whistle goes now. Hendricks, it's saved. Van Asch has kept his team in it. Well, there you go.
He just played with his side, didn't he, Van Asch, on that occasion. Kept striking the pole, distracted him, and just moved and anticipated that right.
Well, he's always done that, hasn't he? He's always hit the crossbar when there's a stroke. There's nothing in the rules to say he can't.
Yeah, Van Asch's actions reminds me of the song, Games People Play.
Absolutely. Van Doren now. Kalinga, have they missed their opportunity or have they still got a chance? Dilpreet spins, loses possession this time, but he's got a free hit actually. Van Doren played it quickly. They've pulled the goalkeeper, Krishnan Patak is off, so Kalinga have 11 outfield players. First time shot. And Van der Ack is going to be penalised. Thrown a long way forward, chasing it all the way. That was good play coming from Pawan Rajba. Stolen back though by Kalinga. Hendricks doing good defensive work. They've turned it over again though. Van Doren couldn't get the pass under control. I think that's Pawan Rajba on the far side. It's gone over the baseline, long corner. 1 minute, 19 seconds remaining. Time running out for Kalinga. Well, there's so many players you feel in this game could be man of the match. I'm just wondering whether Van Asch will be awarded it just because he saved the stroke and he made a couple of other saves, but wow, it could be given to so many players, Sandy.
Yeah, that was a crucial save that Van Asch brought off. Yes, he should be a contender for the man of the match.
Laid out wide again, the Lancers, you feel this may be the last one. Great stop, top of the D from Gursabaji. Shot on the turn, oh, off Van Asch again, that was Bandarak, denied. Well, they're going for another referral.
Yeah, I will check if there is any dangers after the goalkeeper and the whole situation.
Please, thank you.
So it's danger they're looking for after the save from Van Asch. So Bandarak is at the back post. There's the work there by Gursabaji, top of the circle. Here comes Bandarak now, shoots off the keeper. Ooh, well, the man at the back post, that may well be danger for Mandeep Moore.
Sakil, the ball was dangerous after the goalkeeper's save, so you may restart with a penalty corner and they keep their referral.
So another good referral for Kalinga. Van Asch hitting the crossbar again. Alexander Hendricks, good save, comes back the rebound, up in the air it goes. Everyone getting underneath it to get the penalty corner, or it's going to be actually a free hit. It was just outside the circle. Well, I would have thought that the defenders were not 5 meters then at all.
Well, nobody was 5 meters actually, everybody were around the ball.
But it looks as if Surma are going to record their first win, or maybe not. Great trap, top of the circle, thrown into the night sky. The whistle had gone for a free hit, but there's going to be no time to take it. And look at the reaction from Yaron Bhatt. That is a huge win. As they came from behind, Harmanpreet absolutely pumps his teammates. Big smile finally on his face. What a game.
Smiles all around for the Surma Hockey Club, and rightly so. I just think hockey has been the biggest winner in this game.
Look at the stats here, 26 circle penetrations to 12 for the Lancers, 9 shots to 5 against Surma, but Surma 4 goals to 3. Final score, Kalinga Lancers 3, Surma 4.